Hello and welcome back to Aqua World. I am Camera, Aqua Girl, whatever you want to call me today. I'm outside on my porch. Okay, it looks so beautiful outside right now. And what we're going to be talking about today, like I said, is we're going to continue on the boundaries. Okay, I said on my last video, the B word, that we're going to continue on this book that I'm reading, Boundaries, okay? So I am on the chapter where it's talking about the 10 boundaries. There are 10 laws of boundaries, okay? I'm not gonna go over all of them. But in in law number 6, which is the law of evaluation, it talks about hurt versus harm, being hurt versus being harmed when it comes to expressing a boundary to someone. And let's just go over what a boundary is again. A boundary is a property line, okay? It is a line that says, this is actually hurting me. Okay, when someone is crossing a line, it's causing pain, it's just causing some type of discomfort. So you put a line there, you put a fence there, right? You put a gate up so that no one crosses that, so that this person stays on their side, you're on your side. Everything is peaches and cream, right? But oftentimes, I feel like what the downfall is, or the downside is, when it comes to setting boundaries for certain people, is that it brings up confrontation, which could ultimately, cause the person that you're expressing the boundary to feel some type of pain or some type of sadness or disappointment towards you, right? Especially if you are a people pleaser, a reformed people pleaser like me. You may feel feelings of not being liked from the other person, from feeling guilty, from feeling like there's going to be a loss of connection, from feeling like this person is not going to like me anymore. Okay, if I tell them this thing, they're going to be so upset, they're not going to like me anymore, or they're going to be straight up angry. Okay, they're going to be mad at me. And I feel like that was my thing. That is my thing of, when it comes to expressing a boundary, I automatically am feeling like this person's going to be mad at me. This person is, going to feel away, or they do feel away, so that makes me feel away. Okay? And yeah, I don't want to rock the boat. Okay? I don't want to bring about any type of confrontation. But now I am learning that that's just what you have to do, okay? And then I am also learning, just see what happens, okay? You have to get to the other side. You're thinking in your brain that all these things are going to happen. Okay, this is how it's going to go. You rehearse the whole conversation in your head without the other person, okay? And you think it's going to go one way, and it goes the total opposite, which could be good, or it could be quote unquote bad, who knows? So the example that they give in the book of being hurt versus harmed is when you go to the dentist, right? You have a cavity, and the dentist is, and you have a cavity, and the dentist is drilling your teeth to get the cavity out, right? It doesn't feel good what the dentist is doing. Yes, he may be hurting you, right? But he is not harming you, okay? He's not really trying to harm you. He's trying to help you. He's trying to relieve the pain so that you don't have that pain in your tooth anymore. So yes, it may hurt, but is it really harming you? No. So apply that to a situation with a person. What you say may hurt someone, but is it harming them? No. When you really think about it, is it really harming them? No, it is not. Actually, in the end, what you are saying that could be hurtful to them can actually be very helpful to them. Just like in the case with the dentist, we're getting this cavity removed to help you. So it may hurt while you're doing it. It may hurt, in the midst of the process, but afterwards, oh, actually, this helped me. Actually, that helped me. So that could help someone in the long run. I know that has happened to me too. Like, I definitely have had someone tell me something that kind of hurt me, but it was very truthful about myself. And as time went on, I'm just like, actually, that really helped me. It helped me to become a better person and to just see a different perspective of my behavior from somebody else, right? And to me, I feel like that is like the ultimate act of love, act of care for someone to do that, because it's not an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a very courageous thing to do as well. So that's something that I'm working on, because just looking at it that way of like, yeah, this may hurt someone, but is it going to harm them? No. There's something else I wanted to read in the book is, we cause pain by making choices that others do not like, but we also cause pain by confronting people when they are wrong. But if we do not share our anger with another, bitterness and hatred can set in. We need to be honest with one another about how we are hurt. One more time. We cause pain by making choices that others do not like, but we also cause pain by confronting people when they are wrong. But if we do not share our anger with another, bitterness and hatred can set in, right? We need to be honest with one another about how we are hurt. This is a big thing for me because it's so easy for me to just, when I feel hurt by someone, or I feel, angry or bothered, or just something that someone else has, done to me that I feel is just like, this is so annoying, blah, 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 whatever. I tend to keep it inside. I don't say anything to the person. And then I also do this thing where I'm like, well, whatever, I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I say these things in my mind. It's really not that big of a deal. Or I don't want to get into it with them because they're not gonna, is it even worth it for me to say it? And I just automatically go to no. Is it even worth it for me to bring this up to this person and tell them how this made me feel, la, la, la? Like, is it worth it? And I just automatically think, no, it's not. So don't say anything. But I'm really doing myself a disservice and the other person a disservice, because it's causing me to, for feelings of bitterness and anger, resentment, whatever, to sit within me, to fester within me. And then on the other side with the other person, it's just like not sharing something with someone is just causing them to be the same way, to behave the same way, to act the same way towards you, towards others, whatever. So it's bound to happen again if you don't bring it up, right?
Although people still have a choice, they still have free will to choose if they're either going to do right by you in what you express to them or not.
That is something that I'm learning for myself, is to really speak up and say something. Because if you don't, I'm just going to be over here upset and bitter and all of the things, while the other person's just la, 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 going about their life. But I feel like it's also me having to pray and ask God for discernment, because I feel like some things don't need to be discussed or don't need to be, talked about or whatever. There's some things that just don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's some things that you just like, okay, whatever. But there are some things that do need to be said. And I feel like I said, I'm going to be praying about that more for God to help me to be discerning. And yeah, you do need to bring this up. Bring it up. Okay? Yeah. As iron sharpens iron, we need confrontation and truth from others to grow. No one likes to hear negative things about him or herself, but in the long run, it may be good for us. Okay? And I think that is so true. We have to hear truth from others in order to grow. And that's not always going to feel good. Sometimes it's going to hurt. Okay? But that doesn't mean just because it hurts, it's really harming you. Okay? I feel like we have to learn to look at things, and sometimes it may not come right away. I think that's the main thing. It's like it doesn't come right away, like, oh, this person was actually trying to help me. No, it may come months later, okay, a year later, like, oh wow, this person was actually trying to help me. I don't know, but I think it needs to be acknowledged for someone being courageous enough to tell the truth to someone else. You know what I'm saying? I had learned something from what's his name? Tim Ross. There it is. I remember watching something with Tim Ross, and he talked about when someone brings you something that you caused some type of friction within them, right? He taught me to lean into it instead of getting defensive about it. Lean into it in a way of, can you tell me more about that? Or, It's like asking questions. That's what he said. Ask questions about how the other person is feeling. Ask questions about the thing that you did, right? Instead of getting defensive, like, what? That's not even what I meant. That's not even what like, ask questions, okay? And yeah, I think that is a good way for you to not be in a defensive place. Because it's so easy when someone's coming to you with some type of confrontation, or you did this and it made me feel blah, 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 whatever. You know, it's easy to get in defense mode. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, next time, let's just try to ask questions. And yeah, I think that's all that I have for today. I wrote some notes today, so I'm proud of myself for writing notes and trying to relay what I have on my notes to you all. It's not that easy, but only get better with time, right? Doing better than yesterday, right? Period. I finished chapter 5, which was the 10 laws of boundaries. So now we're moving on to chapter 6, which is the common myth of boundaries. Okay, so that's what I'll be reading next. And it already says myth number 1, if I set boundaries, I'm being selfish. I'm excited for this one. So let me know if you want me to come back and talk about this book some more. I probably will if no one says anything. Thank you for coming back to Aqua World. I am Camera, like a camera. Or you can call me Aqua Girl. And you know the drill. We are here, we are present, and we are doing better than yesterday, okay? Period. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you liked it. And I will see you at the next video. Bye.